What is up, everybody? It's here today, and we have to talk about this new Until Dawn remake. Apparently, it runs worse than the original one on PS4. It has a lot of bugs, and it crashes consistently. And this game costs $60. So not only does Sony not give you that $10 upgrade they usually do to ease the pain of these remasters, these pointless remasters, but they're charging you $60 for a game that runs worse than the original. It looks a lot better. The visuals are a lot better. Whoop-de-doo. What does the visuals matter if the game's going to crash consistently? And this is coming from a person who's a big YouTuber who does these gameplays. So he probably got the game early, played the game, and it constantly kept crashing. And he says, I cannot recommend you buy this at release. It's worse than the original at the current state. How does Sony fail at doing remasters? They're literally called the remaster station during this generation, and they failed doing remasters. It is just sad. It is truly sad. This is probably the face you make once you realize you pay $60 and this game keeps crashing. Because this is like, what are we doing here? So another failed remaster right here. Which I don't think this is gonna sell. I'm pretty sure people who probably buy this game probably gonna try to refund it if the game keeps crashing like that. But it's just ridiculous. How they release a so-called remaster, a better version of the game that keeps crashing. This person says, that is a shame, but I kind of figured this was going to happen. There was virtually zero advertisement for this remake, and it just led me to believe might not be worth it. Plus, yeah, that $60 as in price. $60 for a PS4 game is just ridiculous. I'm just not understanding Sony this generation. They just want to give you old stuff you played during last generation with a fresh coat of paint. I think it's worth $60 or $70. And then this one is even worse. This is even like an improved version. They're saying the one that's on PS4 is probably like $10. You probably get like $10 at a game store, a used game store, and it's like that version is better than this one. That's just sad. Sony's gonna Sony. This is the third time I've seen someone saying this. With that being said, I just canceled my order. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a game that crashes, is prone to crash a lot. Gonna play it on PC. Oh yeah, it is released on PC as well, so hopefully that version is better. But still, $60, that's kind of crazy. $60 for a PS4 game. This game didn't need a remake. Should have just kept it as it was. Yeah, it really didn't need a remake, but I'm hearing rumors that they're trying to do a Until Dawn 2, so that's probably why they released this. To get it fresh in people's memory, because they're probably going to do Until Dawn sequel. So they will patch it most likely day one. Calm down. Yes, calm down about paying $60 for a so-called better version of a game. What are we doing there? Why are you defending Sony like this? Telling the person who observes that the game keeps crashes to calm down. Imagine buying a game and not expecting it to work correctly. It seems to be a justification to be upset. Consumers are expected to put up with this. Consumers are not expected, I think is what he meant to say, to put up with this crap. I don't care who does it. No one should get a pass ever, either be Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. Calm down, guys. They're going to fix the game eventually. You realize how dumb that sounds, right? And it's like the original game plays fine or runs fine. Like the visuals aren't even that improved. So why would you? These remasters just seem so pointless to me. They just really do. Modern gaming in a nutshell. Yeah, and they're releasing Silent Hill 2. That game comes up very soon. You might as well play Silent Hill 2 if you want to play a horror game. It's like, and buy the Until Dawn, the PS version cheap. It's like, I would just do that option. And apparently the music is also much worse. They changed the music in this game too. Should have been a $10 upgrade for existing owners of PS4 version like Horizon. Huge missed opportunity, but why would you even want this if this game is crashing? Like, the game is crashing left to right. Why would you even want this game for $10 extra? They did have the option. What is with these remakes and remasters running worse than the original? Because they have different studios working on these remasters and remakes, and they aren't the original people, so that's why they probably run a lot worse. Uh, I want my PS4 back. PS5 has released nearly 1/3 of their games as remasters. He's probably not exaggerating either. Like, he's literally probably not exaggerating. Like, a big chunk of the PS5 library is just PS4 games remastered or remade. What is going on with PlayStation's quality facepalm? When you're the market leader, you can do what you want, and people will still say you're the greatest. Even though you just released the remasters, and apparently in this instance, remasters that run worse than the original. Was development on 2 platforms too much for the dev? I'm guessing so. It's getting harder and harder to be excited for new games nowadays because of how undercooked everything is coming out. Yeah. Once again, it's like complaining about the Bloodborne not getting a remaster. This remake for a console that already plays the game thing is driving me crazy. You can buy physical copies until now for $10. Yeah, I mean the game runs fine on PS4, PS5. Why do you need a remaster? It just makes no sense to me. Gets hired at Sony, forced to make remake of a game that nobody asked for. Game flops because why wouldn't it? We here at Sony sometimes have to make tough decisions. Please just make it end. The stuff that gets greenlight at Sony is so baffling. Like, once again, I still think about that Days Gone 2 situation. They didn't give the creator of Days Gone a sequel, but they were remastering Until Dawn. They were remastering all these PS4 games that nobody asked for. It's just like, it just doesn't make any sense. Maybe don't remake PS4 games. Yeah, they really need to stop that trend. It's just getting tired and corny at this point in time. Leave it to modern game devs to re-release a game that's entirely an interactive movie and somehow gets it running poorly, lol. Now let's see if the same people crapping on Starfield DLC keeps the same energy with this buggy cash grab. Probably won't. Except in Japan, where even a broken mess that doesn't show you this for a huge portion of the game is always better than the original. What the hell is even point of this remake to begin with? Just stick with the original, and hell, you can probably find it for use for like $4-8 now. Yeah, I think these remasters are just cash grabs. It's just for like people who just want to see the PS5 logo on their games, because I don't see the purpose of any of these remasters. It's like these games from last gen play just fine on your PS5. Why would you pay extra money just to get the so-called PS5 remaster version? Don't make any sense to me, but to each their own. Do what you want with your money. I'm not buying it. Remake games somehow makes it worse than the original. How the F does that even happen? How is this even achieved? Inquiring minds would like to know that question. Like, how do you mess it up worse than the original? It's just, I'm just so done with Sony and these remasters. It's just like they just stop doing these pronto. But I am gonna include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching and peace.